drop kicks, suplexes, and headlocks. When I was a kid, I had chicken pox. I've been watching wrestling since I was young. I've been watching wrestling because it's lots of fun. Ooh, good lordy, man. Thank you, Monday. What an exciting weekend of wrestling, man. I get so excited sometimes. Anyways, let's jump right into it. ECCW had Ballroom Brawl over the weekend at the Commodore, man. Those things are outrageous. And, well, I was busy watching some videos, I'll say that. I'm trying to get my hands on the full match with Judas Icarus, David Starr, Travis Williams, and the Beef Boy himself, Tyler Elliott. And what I could see, I was just absolutely flabbergasted. Athleticism is outrageous. You know, when I watched wrestling as a kid in the 80s, watching a hip toss take place, a drop kick happens, and it's just like, it's pandemonium. And now these guys, this athleticism, it blows my mind. So I'm watching these short clips on Facebook, just thinking to myself, how? I remember like in the mid 2000s going to shows here on the island and watching some of the guys do stuff and just being like, this is mind boggling. And now you're seeing these guys in 2019 doing stuff, and I'm just sitting there like, wow. Judas Icarus took a clothesline so hard that, you know, I would say that Judas took the clothesline so hard he got thrown right out of his boots, but he doesn't even wear any boots. He got clotheslined so hard he got knocked into some boots. It was outrageous. So if anybody's got the full video on that match, I'd love to see it, because I was just like, the stuff that I saw on Facebook just anyways, Eddie Osborne took on Brody King too. Brody King's a big deal, and he's a big boy. So the big hoss went over there to take care of business. He came out on the losing end. I'm going to end up talking to him later this week. I don't even want to ask him about that match, because anytime you ask him about a fantastic match and he's on the losing end, he don't want to talk about that stuff. Big Hoss scares me. Eddie Osborne scares me. That guy definitely is wrestling personified. And if you're looking for a barn burner where two big boys just beat the shit out of each other, that's a match to check out. They were chopping each other, and I thought that somebody was clapping in the crowd. It was so loud. It was insane. If you get your hands on tickets to go to Ballroom Brawl, you need to go there. I want to go one day. The atmosphere there is just unreal. So, I gotta get my wits about me. PWA had a show on Friday, too, this past Friday. A small show, in the sense that they had some travel issues with some of the guys who couldn't make it over, so I didn't even realize while I was watching the show that they had such a small card. The action was so exciting. There was so much going on. I mean, Nolan James, he's the new PWA champ. He was there. Eddie Osborne, he's the current Pure Violence champion. And then you got Haviko, who's the current internet champion. So it was Champion City in Campbell River. The guys that were there definitely made up for it. Nolan James had his big celebration. He's the champ. There were streamers. There were balloons. I was pretty thrilled, man. I was pretty blown away. They were even serving beers there. If you want to go to wrestling and drink some beers and not have to hide them in your little, like, big gulp cups like I used to do back in the day, wouldn't recommend that. But it was sure fun. Whew, those were the good days. And I remember going to wrestling shows when I was a kid, and I remember one time there was just this sign out with the ring truck, and it just said, "Fuck you, doink." Oh, those are good memories. Anyways, back to PWA. It was a great show. Brett Matthews was out there forever, posing, sweating. Yeah, he was doing his thing. And some of the students from the academy kept coming out and looking for a chance against the big guy, and he just kept smashing them out. So that's Brett Matthews for you. He likes it when you agree that he's handsome. If you don't, he shouts out, "Shut up! Shut up! Shut up, man!" That's what I like about that guy. He's built like a tank, and then I don't do that. I don't like that. And he smells. He stinks, that guy. Whew, I don't know what's going on there. I don't want to get mad at that. I think to myself, maybe some deodorant, but I also think that guy crushes it in the gym, so he's bound to sweat a lot, and that might just be his natural odor at all times now because he's just a beast mode. Anyway, so he did his thing, beat up some people. Haviko came out. He'd had enough too. Haviko got a win over him. You know, Brett Matthews would probably tell you that he was already gassed because he'd already defeated 3 people prior to that. Who knows? Anyways, Javico came out, took on Brett Matthews, eventually got the win. Brett Matthews was finally shut up, or so I thought. The guy was back out there again. Basically, this all culminated on Friday night in a big tag team matchup. Eddie Osborne and Javico took on Nolan James and Brett Matthews. Big tables match. What I thought was hilarious was Eddie Osborne came out with a table and had stapled some balloons that had been filled with air. So it was like a celebration table. And I'm sitting there the whole time going, man, if Nolan James goes through that table tonight, that's going to be hilarious. And then he did! Ha ha! Shakala boom, baby! So Nolan James wasn't too thrilled about that. Where that's going is that Eddie Osborne challenged Nolan James to a title match August 16th here in Campbell River. And it's not just any title match. 2 out of 3 Falls Tables matches. That's right. Got wood? Ha ha! You will August 16th. So look out for that. Plus another big match they announced. Javico versus Jordy Taylor. Internet Championship on the line. It's a big show, actually. They're going to be having what they call Fights to Remember. It's going to be a hybrid show with some rap artists and also wrestling, so that's going to be highly entertaining, and that kind of commingles with the whole Jordy Taylor versus Javico rap battle. So I'm pretty intrigued to see how that all plays out. They will be serving those beer skis, too, so if you want to have a little bit of fun, check it out, August 16th. Big shows coming up for VIPW this weekend. That's right, Victoria, July 19th, and Nanaimo on July 20th. Huge matches. You're going to see Rhea Von Slasher is going to be taking on Tyler Elliott. Hardcore match. That thing's heating up. Tyler Elliott saying what he needs to say. And Von Slasher just threw something out on the YouTube, if you will, getting ready for that big match. She's definitely seeking respect, and she's going to come get it. July 19th. Also, in Nanaimo, Jordy Taylor takes on Cremator Von Slasher on the 20th. This thing has been building. Jordy Taylor's been avoiding Cremator at all costs ever since he got pulled underneath the ring. So guess what? That is gonna be a barn burner. Standing room only. Get your tickets before they're gone. Bathtub races in Nanaimo. Speaking of bathtubs, Brett Matthews could still use one because he doesn't smell that good. Brett, come on, don't beat me up. I just want to take a minute to talk about Tyler Elliott and the moniker Beef Boy. I just love it. It makes me happy. I think of him fondly every time I hear the term Beef Boy. Disco fever! Disco fever! Disco fever! Yeah, 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 yeah. That's it. That's it. That's the update for Monday from the Wrestling Garage. You guys have a spectacular week. When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside. Bam, 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 bam.